I'm going to ask you to pull out your documentarian psychology degrees now and be armchair psychologists. From looking at all of this footage and studying these people, all of them, not just Timothy, but Ruby Ridge and David at Waco, and getting as deeply inside their psyches as anybody has, I imagine, what did you glean about these actual people? The events, yes, but what do we know about Timothy? What do you know about Timothy McVeigh that you're positively sure of that's a part of his psyche? Was he a sociopath? What is he? Who is he?
I'll start and then Emily will. There's been a lot of writing about this, not just in the context of Timothy McVeigh, but other sort of assassins or terrorists. What did they share in common? Are there signals or the things that could be picked up on in early life? I think it's very difficult. Timothy McVeigh did not show any of the sort of classical signs of a sociopath or a psychopath or an antisocial personality. He had relationships. He had a troubled family life, but you know, he was a fanatic. He was someone who was, I would say there are two remarkable personality traits that do seem to carry through a lot of these folks. One is that the sense of their own lives as being destined for greatness in some way, and yet actually the actual lived life is sort of pathetic. So that sort of gap between what I'm supposed to be and what I am breeds a kind of, in some people, a kind of martyr complex or a wish to sort of fulfill that destiny in some spectacular way. So you see that in a lot of these people who, you know, I think Lee Harvey Oswald, same thing. He was a little man who thought he should be a big man. And then there's this sort of fanatic belief in something. And in McVeigh's case, it was the sense that he was going to start a revolution, that he was going to be the catalyst that would bring down this evil empire, the United States government. And I think, you know, yet there are lots of people like that. So why him? That's the mystery. And I don't think that's really answerable.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I have anything to add to that, except that he had incredible discipline. That's one thing that I would say about McVeigh in terms of because of his army training. He took real pride in what many of the FBI agents would tell us, and Mark Potok from the SPLC in the film would tell us, is that he, not most people just do not have this in them, and he was somebody who was determined to do this, and he would. The
soldier part of his identity was probably predominant. He thought he was on a mission, an actual mission, and talked in those terms. You know, when he was, people interviewed him on death row, and after he was arrested, he talked about it as a kind of military exercise. So I think that was part of what enabled him to carry this out. He viewed those people in that building as enemy combatants, not as civilians.
Mm.